Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I just like devoured a burger.
That's awesome. I was just looking at your chart and I'm like, she has Venus and Taurus like me. She just needs people to tell her she's pretty and feed her food.
No, literally.
So I was before I start recording this, I wanted to tell you for one thing, I feel like Kenny gave me a crazy task with reading you because of the
Yeah.
whole, but I can do it. I can do it. Don't worry. I was looking at like the information and what I could tell you within like a 2 week window of like when you were born. Because you said that
Mm.
it could be like a couple weeks, right? That you could have been.
Yeah, I would assume probably like it's probably like around like a week or something off or but
Well, there's a lot.
it could be like, close. It just I don't actually know.
There's a lot of stuff that still remains the same. So like I think we're gonna be okay. The only
Mhm.
like sucks is I wish that I knew your moon sign because that would tell
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, well, that's like when people like ask me like, about like anything astrology, this or that. It's like, I'm like, well, I don't really know much because I don't know the time I was born. And obviously, people who are usually asking me only like know like from what they look up, you know?
Right.
So it's like if I can't give them a time, then
Well, I wonder, okay, so maybe I can ask you some questions and maybe I could try to decipher your moon sign, but I don't know. Like, and
yeah, go for it.
I was thinking about this too, like your found date, like I feel like that's when you were like officially in this world kind of because it's like I don't know, like it's all
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know.
that's
Like
that's when my that's when my what's it called, uh birth certificate and everything says like in Chinese.
mhm, that's so
So,
cool though. I know
yeah.
it's probably a little traumatic, but I think it's cool.
No, honestly, like people, think that like, potentially I'll feel some type of way, but like or like when did you find out or when did you blah blah blah, do you care about your birth parents or blah blah blah? And it's like I feel like no attachment to China.
Right. Well, and it's not like you're ever going to know. So what would it do?
Yeah.
So,
They're like,
yeah.
don't you want to find out? And I'm like, there's no way because the only way to do that is if they took a ancestry DNA test, which nobody but like Americans do that. So
Right.
So,
Okay.
but I don't really care to besides for like medical reasons. Like, like I'd want to
Right.
know what
Hmm.
the family history is, but
Well, from like, okay, so from an emotional perspective, on the day that you were found, I guess I should probably just start recording this. If you don't like, if you want to use it, you don't like parts of it, like edit it out or something. I don't know. But I feel
oh
like if
no,
I'm
go for
going,
it. I'm an open book for real.
Recording
okay.
in progress.
Okay. So from an emotional perspective, like, do you feel like you are balanced? Um, Like, potentially even you work through things emotionally better with somebody else?
Okay, so I was kind of talking about this last night when I was like super sleep deprived. I was like just on stream and I was literally like talking with my eyes closed, like whispering. And I went on this whole rant, which I have a tendency of doing. But I feel though like because I was saying that I have kind of I'm a girly girl, right? Like I think it's pretty like a little obvious. Like I'm a girly
Yeah.
girl and I'm feminine, but I have like masculine like traits
Hmm.
of like, and I've been told that before, like by and that's why I feel like I do always, even as a kid, like it was even when romance or sexual stuff was not even in the question. I've always been getting along with and drawn to like guys more than girls in like
Hmm.
friends way and I get along with them better because I think it's like the my perspective on things and the way that I go about stuff when it comes to emotions. Like I don't I make decisions based off of like mm, logic, not emotion.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. You just told me a keyword. So, if you were born like a couple days before the day that you were born, you would have a moon in Virgo, and that would be very logical. Are you solution oriented when you're emotional? Like, you need to find a way to fix it, solve it?
Yes.
Ooh, maybe you're a Virgo moon. That would only be like a couple days before the
Mm.
time that we have.
Yeah, no, I'm very like if especially like if I'm upset or emotional about something, like I won't relax until I've come up with a solution to whatever I'm upset about.
Oh, that's so crazy. I wonder if maybe you were born like the 31st or the 30th of March then.
That still
I,
makes me
I
an Aries though. That's all that matters.
right. Yeah. No, I talked to you, I was like, she is an Aries. And the coolest thing is that you have Jupiter in Aries conjunct your sun. So, like, you gain so much luck via your ability to be in Aries, take independent action, do things, make moves. Like, it's a beautiful placement.
Hmm. Yeah, my
Do you,
luck has
do you
not
feel
been
it?
so great my whole life, but like,
Oh,
but I
no.
definitely feel though that I work whatever like I set my mind to. I've worked hard to like balance the bad luck out.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, for instance, last night I went on stream and tried to go to Sugar Factory, made a reservation and everything. I'm starving right like at that point because I did a cold plunge and whatever, and they're closed, but like for no reason. And then I try to go to a hot pot place that's supposed to be open until 2 a.m. I pull up, closed, no
Really?
reason, back to back. That's just like a typical like adventure for me.
I wonder if that's your Saturn in Taurus, because regardless of even within 2 weeks, you would have Saturn in Taurus. And so that's like a limit to like sensual things, like potentially having a hard time with something like a hair salon.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's always something I feel like goes wrong. Like I was talking to someone else that said, I think it was last night actually. Like I'm a pessimist, but I wouldn't say I'm like pessimist. I'm more like realist, and that's like what somebody said is like, kind of I feel like it goes a little hand in hand, but I'm less on like the like I wouldn't say that like I think negatively. I just like to make sure I do everything to make sure like to lower the risk of something bad happening, even though it
Is
probably will
it
still happen.
is it because things okay, so when things go
It's definitely
wrong,
because of my experience. Like I feel like just like if something's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong for me. But I'll
well,
like make
here's
it
a
work, but it's just exhausting.
yeah, well, it's also confusing, right? Like when it goes wrong, there's a confusing element to it. It's like you don't see it coming or you don't even know it's going wrong until you do.
Yeah, I just but then I'm not like surprised.
Yeah.
But like I was like I thought I planned everything. Like, well, why would this go wrong? But it
Hmm.
did. But I'm like, okay, well. But
Was it
yeah, but I
too?
definitely, have like the mind of like, like I like communication. I don't think things are that deep. Like if you have an issue, no matter what it is, like most things aren't that deep. So just talk about it and move on. And if we don't want to be friends anymore, then just talk about it and then move the fuck on.
I have a question for you about your communication because that was one of the first things that I saw that you have Mercury in Pisces. Like you have to be super intuitive, like
Yeah.
very dreamy minded.
My brain is constantly moving and I'm constantly analyzing things. It's like
do you have
exhausting
a
too.
do you have a hard time talking about your feelings?
Hmm. I don't like to talk about my feelings, but if it gets to the point where like I have to, then I do it and like I
Hmm.
have no like issue.
Good.
But like, it's like I can do it. I just would rather not if I am not at that point.
I want to
I'm
know
more of
though,
like
like
I'm just more like it's fine, but not fine.
well, what kind of like, okay, I want to go back to this intuition because I want to know about it. Like, do you get like flashes of things or like foresight about things? Know things?
I think that I think everything that I like just can, I always say it's like my gut is never wrong, but I feel like it's all like based off of, um, just things that my brain is collected from like observing something or someone.
So like
But that's
pattern
why it was,
recognition?
yeah, that's why I was like a psychology degree. Cause even though I don't want to work in that, I like, it's like so natural and easy for me. Cause I do it anyway. Like it all
You
just
ha-
common sense to me.
you have this like incredible healing gift. Like you do this like shaman thing with people where you can like pull the truth out of them.
Yeah, actually, that's actually very true. Chat, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm a big people person, but I used to be a lot more extroverted, and then I tend to like now I'm more like I know a lot of people, but I don't really have like friends, and I would like unless it's like worth it, I don't really care to like leave the house. Like I don't care about the nightlife really anymore. But when I can meet anyone anywhere, and I do, and then I find out like their whole like whatever.
I was thinking about that. I was going to ask you, like, were you a rebel growing up?
Hmm. No, I was like you like I was like pretty much goody two shoes innocent up until
Really?
I'd say up until like middle to end of junior year of high school. I started to switch a little bit. Like I was still very like goody two shoes. Like I mean, I would run off and dart off to class because I didn't want to be late, even though everyone's just walking, casually walking. um, but and then college, I became like a party girl.
You're totally a Virgo moon. Like I'm so sure of it by all of the like innocent stuff that you've
Like I'm it's
done.
like weird because like I'm low key like I'm like a like if you know me, you know I'm like I'm smart. I have like my head on right and values and I grew up pretty innocent and blah 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 blah. And I still always have like lines that won't be crossed. But then people don't realize that like I actually like because everyone only thinks like innocence and stuff has to do with like sex,
Mhm.
you know? So it's
No,
like they
you have
see if
Mars
I
in
wear
Scorpio.
I wear like provocative, like like someone even asked me to, like in my DMs, and I answered today, like, why do you like sexualize yourself? And I'm like, well, I've never had a problem with being provocative. Like, I don't think it's that deep, and I don't think being in a bikini is like that. If somebody judges me based off because I have photos of me in a bikini and they don't get to know my personality, then I wouldn't want to be friends with them anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Well, girl, you're like your Martian energy, which is what rules your sun in Aries, is ruled by Mars in Scorpio. Like that's like deep. Like you're not somebody to piss off either because you're out for blood.
Yeah. Yo, and that's another thing people forget because, like, like I come out very friendly and stuff,
And
but I
sweet.
have like points. Like, I get if I'm very like if I get disrespected and I get angry, I will just do everything in my power to make it right.
Destroy.
But it definitely depends though, because some things I choose peace over, you know,
Hmm.
like, but if it's something that like you owe me something or like blah 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 blah, like then yeah, you're not getting away
It's a
with that.
protective measure. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
this T square between Mars, Uranus, and Venus. It would be like, but you would be crazy because it would be like very suddenly, like you're good, now you're pissed.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I'm definitely more of like a verbal person, like I will like just like pop off like verbally,
That's
you know.
awesome. Well,
But
I'm wondering how the hell this worked then. Was there like this is like a weird question, but okay, so your south node is an Aquarius, and like that's showing me you coming from this like very humanitarian place, potentially of feeling different though. Like, did you feel different? Maybe it wasn't rebellion, but like
like
you
growing up?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like it would make you because of this past quote unquote, like it would make you incredibly human in general with the way that you interact with people. Like I'm sure you can get along with just about anybody.
Oh, yeah. I always say I'm a human's human.
Hmm.
And you know how some people are like, I'm a girl's girl, whatever. I'm like, no, I'm a human's human. Like, you could be a girl or a guy. I just, whether you're blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of just adapt to like, I've also, like, Jersey was very diverse. So there's a lot of different people and cultures. And I just feel like I just kind of am really good at like whatever environment I'm in, just bringing out that part of my personality.
And
Be
also have Mercury and
quieter.
Pisces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like be quieter, be louder, blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, you probably like you're a chameleon. Like you can talk to anybody too because you become like them. Like you take on like the way that they talk.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like it's like weird because it's like I am and I'm not. Like I'm definitely still very me, but it's like I like just like naturally just, you know, just can tell like who's how like how someone is and who they like and who they like what they not like, and I just make sure I don't do that.
That's probably also you. Do you have this tendency? I got like this weird flash when I was looking at this. You have Chiron, sextile, Neptune. Do you have this tendency to like know this might have helped you with something like psychology, like know what people need from you in order to like heal? I don't know if that makes sense. Like you would have
I'd
this
say
intuitive
so.
way.
And
Yeah.
if I'm like not 100% sure, I usually just ask them
Hmm.
like a question. I'm very straight up. Like I don't really beat around the
Well, yeah,
bush.
because
But when
you
I was a
have that
kid, I was very
shaman
different.
thing. You got the shaman thing too, where you can just like pull it out of them, like, what's wrong?
Yeah. But I definitely have been told like I come off very like genuine because I am, but like
Hmm.
I come off very like I don't know, I guess just someone you can like I guess approachable but not approachable at the same time. I'm approachable
Uh,
once you talk to me, but I'm not approachable like when you haven't heard like talked to me. That makes sense. Like like a
well, I
trustworthy
feel like
way.
that's Aries because Aries intimidates the fuck out of people. Sorry, can I say
Yeah.
fuck?
It was no, yeah, I got a potty mouth. Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
What was I? Oh, you know what I was going to ask you when I said that about you being, and you said you were like a human's human. Did you have a tendency to like give a lot to other people when you were younger?
Yeah, that's why I don't have
Uh
friends
huh.
now.
I know. I get that. I feel that
I
fully.
like give like I'm such loyalty is my number one value in life, like because loyalty is in everything, and I take it very seriously. So like
Hmm.
whenever I have friends or anyone I care about, I would go like above and beyond for them. And I don't mean like gift giving. I mean like whatever you need or whenever you like like ask me and or
Hmm.
whatever, and like I'll do it or whatever. And like if you need something, I'm there for you. But whenever I needed anything, nobody ever reciprocates. So then
Oh.
so then it's like I just kind of like yeah, stopped.
Well, that's what's interesting about having the North Node in Leo is that it's not that you're going to move away from having friends, but you move away in this life from having friends in the sense that it's your entire life and
Yeah.
you're like being asked to stand center stage yourself and like be honored in that way.
Yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at. They're like, "What do
Yeah.
you mean you're not friends?" I'm like, "I just like I in the sense of like I don't have people that I like fully trust and like, would want to hang out with all the time." And
Well, there's that feeling with certain things. There's just that feeling of like everybody wants something from you. Like everybody
yeah,
wants something from you.
because they
And
usually
yeah,
do. And then
I
again, with the
know.
whole like, I get along with guys, and now that I'm older, it's harder to make guy friends because now at this age, people just want like romance or sex.
Well, and you're also beautiful, so there's that.
That also, like, not a cocky way, but like it hurts me,
I
like,
know.
because then
I
I can't
know.
be taken in like in a friendly
It's
way.
like I just want to be one of the dudes. Come on.
Yeah, like because like the way that it always happened was that you're in school, so you're forced to hang out with each other on normal occasions, and then you end up being like, oh yeah, well time has gone by, like, we're just friends now, like it's too late
You're
for.
actually here though, like with this Leo North now, like you're here for romance. You're here for romance, creativity, like tapping into like heart-centered, childlike energy in
I
general.
would love a healthy relationship. I've never experienced one, but I would love one. But at the same time, now I just got out of like the worst thing that I probably will ever be in.
Mhm.
And I feel like I'm probably not like 100% healed from it. And then also just knowing how like career and school wise right now, I just feel like they just be a distraction. But I think it's also a major thing screaming in the back of my head of like, you can't go through the last thing you just went through.
Mhm.
So I just won't because it's not worth it. Because it would affect me, like in the streaming world, social media world, stuff like that. And
Because you did you have a partner that was controlling?
he was
Yeah.
uh all of three of them. I don't know if you like. They're all three of them were avoidance, and I
Mhm.
have anxious attachment, but I was working
Mhm.
on it. But this last one was a dismissive avoidant, very like has made a trauma, and he like was very like apparently he's a liar, manipulative,
Okay, so that was the
gaslighting.
flavor of Scorpio that you were dealing with. Your
Yeah,
Mars is opposite your Venus, so like you can deal with
he
that
was a
because of the controlling.
Capricorn,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but my
But it's like,
my real ex was a Leo, like
which is
the
interesting.
ex.
Did you get along with that ex or was it bad
I
too?
did, but we were really toxic.
Yeah.
But we were also a lot younger, and I mean, I was 20, 19 or 20.
Hmm.
But we didn't stop like officially like being in communication until the beginning of this year. And he called me and broke up with some girl who was like apparently the first girl to manipulate him. And he's like, we're done. I blocked her. And it's actually really nice to like hear from you. Like I feel like calm now. And if you're ever if we're both single by blah blah blah, let's just get married for the benefits. And then I told him to add me back on Snapchat. And next morning he's like, yeah. And then I was like, hello. And I thought it was like a thing happening again, like which was the reason why I called him to begin with, or we talked to begin with, because he like ignored texts from before or whatever, like kind of ghosted again. And he said like that he never got them. So I thought that that was like the case again. And then he blocked me on everything. And so then I had to contact him on my third phone number because I just was like, the fuck. And he said she's like, oh, I thought you would have like I was hoping you'd figure it out, but she came over the next morning and like we were giving it another go.
What the hell?
And
That's
I was like,
outrageous.
bro, like you've had so many girlfriends since I've known soy. So many girlfriends since like, and it's not a problem. We don't even live in the same state. All he had to do was just tell me that, hey, we got back together.
Right.
Cool. Like,
Yeah.
but that clearly he's being manipulated. So good for him because, taste of his own medicine. But
It is so important for you in relation to love to find somebody that you feel like you are valued by. And so I like that's Venus and Taurus. Like that's the epitome of it.
it's
Like you need to
so
feel
hard
valued.
because every guy like basically love bombs me and they give me just what I need. But they still have that like oomph in their personality that gets me. And
Hmm.
then I, and then, then I find out that they're full of shit. But I'm already attached and I don't leave. But yeah, I don't know. It's so weird though because I'm completely opposite in a like romantic relationship than I am in like a friendly or like regular relationship, like whatever.
Hmm.
Like I completely flip. I do get into like that childlike, like uh, like dependent ish, um, just. But then also kind of like, well, I guess depending on the guy, then I end up turning into a mother figure, but that's usually never a good thing.
You are so a Virgo moon. We literally solved this puzzle. Like I'm so sure of it by everything that you've said.
What
So your
is like
birthday.
that, like mean?
Okay, so the moon is ultimately it's maternal energy. So it would be the influence of maternal figures in your life,
Mhm.
essentially. Um, but also it's like your emotional nature. Like it's very, very logical. It's very service driven. It's trying to like help solve, fix. Um, you need that as well from the standpoint of nurturing. You need to fix or solve whatever the issue might be. But it like Virgo is very like caretaker energy. Like you can be put in positions where like you are acting as like a mother to somebody else.
Yeah. I have a love hate for it, but I can't help it. Like if it's somebody who I feel like if I care about them and they like can't do anything, then I'm like, well, I know how to do all of that, and it's very easy,
I
so
need to
I'll do
fix
it.
you.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
But you've probably learned a lot about that, like especially within this past year with the North Node in Pisces. Like you've probably moved away from that. You're like, I can't fix everybody. I have to fix me.
I'd say I haven't moved far enough from that, but
Oh.
because like I guess I was doing it sort of recently, but I don't know. Old habits die hard, I guess.
Do you feel things intensely? Because if it is the Virgo moon, like you would have moon square Pluto probably. There would be like intense emotions that you could feel.
Well, I would say normally yes, except I'm on Lexapro and other stuff. So that would may be
Hey, you know what? That
affecting.
helps.
That's probably affecting it, but if I think about pre-Lexapro and stuff, yes, usually anger or depression.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. But at least like you're doing something now.
Hmm. But I got a
You
concussion, so I never really had mental health issues until the concussion.
really?
Hmm.
Wait, when was that? Was that like recently? Was that like
No, that was 2018,
that's
middle 2018.
about the time period I think I just got a flash of like Chiron and Aries potentially being involved. So it was right before COVID.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
it lasted like a year, And
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, it was pretty rough. Then I met my the ex the same time. So
Oh no.
and that went on for a year, and then and when COVID hit, and then I was in quarantine with the ex.
Do you get migraines?
Mm-mm, never.
That's good. That's good. Because a lot of Aries do. Like a lot of Aries deal with that crap because it rules the head.
Yeah, no, I'm very grateful because everyone always says like they have like a headache or a migraine or something like that, and I'm like, I can't imagine what that would feel like because I've had like brain freeze, and that just sucks.
What about I want okay. So I feel like you need to learn to tap into this Jupiter Sun conjunction more because you have a well of luck behind you. And I know that you feel like you don't, but I'm telling you, it just requires action.
Like,
And,
in what way?
like I have Jupiter in Aries too. Um, you have to make moves. Like that's where your luck comes from. It's like potentially even sometimes you might, I think you might already relate to this though. Have you ever noticed that if you stand up, defend, fight, that you have a tendency to come out ahead?
Yeah.
That is a part of it too. Like in your fighting ability, like defense, there's a lot of luck that comes to you. But this would be like you taking initiative or action towards the things that you want in life,
Mm,
essentially. You do it so naturally because you're an
yeah.
Aries.
I definitely could see that, and but then I think like something like my insecurity like holds me back sometimes of like
Like
I
you
guess
question
the
yourself. You're like, I don't know if I can actually do that.
like fear of failure or fear of
Hmm.
wasting my time.
Yeah, the wasting the time is a pain in the ass. And
But I
I
will
understand
say
that.
when I hear multiple other people tell me like and these people of course they'll have to have some sort of credibility, you know.
Hmm.
Like let's say business wise, you know, like Kenny and then these all the other people in like that area. When they tell me like that I have it or talent or they believe in me or they want this for me or blah 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 blah. It makes me like way more motivated.
I love
So then I'm like,
that.
okay, I can do this.
Yeah, you can do anything. And
Well,
you should.
the problem is I'm actually whatever I set my mind to, I can do.
Hmm.
Hence why I have a lot of issues of like settling on one thing.
Because there's so many options. That's
Yeah.
Jupiter too. Yep.
Like I stream, but I'm not gonna quit that just because I'm going back to school for computer science. And like, yeah, I
Ooh,
already have
that's
a degree in
cool.
psychology, but like I'm also interested in other stuff. I did music and musical theater and stuff growing up. I like modeling and acting, and I'm good at that too. Like
So do you feel like you're probably not the kind of person who necessarily gets upset when things do fall through though, because you have another opportunity that you probably are aware is going to come to you. Like you experience a lot of opportunities.
I think I'm really hard on myself. So
Hmm.
whatever happens, no matter really who's to blame, I will always blame myself of what I could have done better.
Hmm.
Or how, you know, but that's probably the thing that like eats at me. So and then
Are
like,
you
you know,
creative?
disappointment, but uh I'm selectively creative.
Like what do
Like
you do?
like I wouldn't necessarily I think I'm more of a strategic, visionary, planning kind of creative. Like
Hmm.
idea kind of creative, but I wouldn't say I'm good at art.
Hmm.
Like I can't draw, I can't paint, nothing comes to mind. If I go to an art museum, I look at it and I don't feel anything.
Hmm.
Um so yeah, but I could definitely come up with like creative ideas for, you know, like activities or like a stream or video or I don't know, like things in that area or a
Do you
video
get like
game.
what is that? Because you would get something like that. It's like flashes of inspiration. Like things come to you super quickly. Like it's almost psychic energy, but it's more like, oh shit, I should do that.
Well, I have ADHD, so that happens a lot.
Felt
Like just I
understanding.
mean just randomly I'll just be talking and I'll be like, "Oh my God. Guys, I just had this random like epiphany." And then I write it down in my notes of like my
Yep.
ideas.
Well, that's so good that you do write it down though, because that's what I was going to say. Like, you should write that stuff down when it comes to you,
Yeah,
because
I
it's
write
stuff that
almost
could benefit
everything
you.
down or else I'm 100% gonna forget. Because my brain has already moved on.
Do you know when good things are coming? Like, can you feel it?
mm, no.
Really?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, no.
Okay, what about this? Have you ever noticed before that you can't sleep before something good's about to happen? Like, you might not know that it's on the way, but like if you looked back, have you ever had like insane insomnia and then something good happened?
Hmm. I've actually never thought about that.
I know, I was like, we're gonna bring some consciousness to her. Pay attention to
Yeah.
those times when you can't sleep.
Yeah, no, I've actually never noticed that. I know for a fact if like I have something like to do the next day that I'm excited about, obviously I can't sleep. I think it's anyone.
Right.
But but even if I'm not excited about it, like sometimes I just like just but in terms of like in hindsight, I don't know. But I think it's also cuz like I think I have like like that selective focus on like what the bad things more than the good things.
I understand it though. It's like it
Yeah.
keeps you safe.
Yeah. But like obviously if something like well, I guess I just don't feel like anything like surprisingly really good has happened.
Do you feel like it's hard to surprise you in general?
Yeah.
Because you've witnessed some weird shit.
Yeah. I guess that's
So
also a
like,
thing. Yeah.
yeah,
But that
like
maybe that's
that's
why I love surprises.
because you can't really shock or amaze you if not.
Yeah, like because then if you like actually surprise me with something, like you're not gonna tell me this or that. It's like, whoa, wait, you actually did. Like it's like, oh, that's thrilling.
You probably having Venus and Taurus, you saying that, I don't know why this just flashed into my head, but you're probably like your one of your love languages has to be like receiving gifts.
Mm-mm.
Like it isn't?
No, I don't really
Really?
care for material things. I'm a quality time and a words of affirmation.
I'm super well maybe okay, so are you a gift giver?
No,
Really?
I
That's
would
surprising to
say
me.
I'm a like acts of service and like words of affirmation. Maybe, no, no, not that. Probably quality time and acts of service are my the way I give.
I'm actually surprised about that with Venus and Taurus because it is material, but not in a bad way. Like I don't mean like you're buying somebody a Lambo.
Yeah, no,
I
I was just talking to my mom because like I got her a Mother's Day gift and I had shipped it and I told her she's gonna love it. And we were just talking about how and with my aunt too. I don't give gifts very often, like very, very rare. I don't care to give you a card. I don't, if I do give you a gift, it's either going to be something I know for a fact you want or need, or
Mhm.
it's going to be something like very unique to us.
Okay, that
Like
makes sense, especially if you're a Virgo moon, because I could see you providing like solutions to people through the acts of gifts if you were going to give. Like,
yeah.
I know you're having this problem here, you need this.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. My mom's dog is dying, and it was like
Oh,
I so I found the earliest picture of me and the dog that she probably forgot about. I put it in a like customized like heart that lights up and it says like mom and
oh,
whatever. So she loved that. And this other person I gave them like a funny gift of like a cube with a collage of like our best moments, but they're like crazy moments, like body shots and stuff.
so there is, you're a little bit emo about your gift giving. Like you want it to touch somebody's soul.
Yeah. But like I don't
Yeah.
like I like quality over quantity and everything.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, what about like, okay, so you said that you're not, are you material yourself? Like, do
Mm-mm.
you,
I like experiences,
Yeah.
going and experience new things all the time,
So you
even if I'm
yourself
scared of
aren't
it.
even material, like even buying for yourself,
Yeah. No, I'm like cheap. But it's
but
not
it's
so
smart.
recently that I've
It's
decided
not
like
bad.
that I'm just going to spend money if I'm doing these things that I've always wanted to do.
Hmm. Yeah.
That I've just been okay. Yeah.
Well, I feel like in some regard, you kind of have to spend money to make money because you're valuing yourself in the process, and
Yeah.
on whatever
But I would never spend
experiences
money that
count.
I wasn't able to spend. But I
Yeah,
just used to be
exactly.
so crazy that I'd be like, I don't want to spend this. I want to make more money with this.
Hmm.
And I want to
Yeah.
save it so that one day I can do blah, blah, blah. But then meanwhile, it's like, when's one day? You know?
Oh, I wanted to ask
One
you.
day may
So
never come.
you're, so you are into crypto, right?
Hmm. Not like
How are you?
super actively, but I have money in it. And I
How do you
was
feel about it?
recently betting on the Bitcoin price every 5 minutes, but
I was
that was
just
for
looking
fun.
at Bitcoin's chart tonight, and I was like, something's coming in June. Like
Oh
somebody
yeah, I would love. That's what I've heard, and I would love that.
really, somebody said that. I
Yeah,
was
like
the
in the
first time that
crypto,
I
they
looked.
think, yeah, it may not hit like the high point that we want until for a little bit, but it's definitely probably it definitely probably hit its bottom for sure. And it's like correcting itself.
So what I saw was like the potential for some sort of introduction of some sort of technology, like right around the middle of June. And I don't know what the hell this is. Like I have no idea what. I don't know if it could be something like AI or what it would involve. But then by like the end of June, there's like a big jump. But it might be weird. Like it might jump up really high, and then something weird could happen with it.
So you're saying sell some of it after the not during the
Yes,
jump.
yes. You really
That's
might
what I
want
heard.
to.
That's what I
You might
heard.
want to, which is interesting because I was looking at like, do you want me to do forecasting? Like, do you want to
Yeah,
know
go
some
for
good
it.
shit that's coming?
Yeah, I would
Because
like
I was
to.
looking for you and I was like, she has some really good shit coming and she needs to know about it.
Hmm.
Um, and it was in June. So that's weird. Hold on a second. I want to go off of this date that I was just looking at for you. Do you know of anything outside of that that could be occurring for you in June?
Well, June 1st, I'm going to see Shakira.
Ooh.
And I've always wanted to see her, like for so long. I saw her when I was a kid, but it's not the same.
Oh, I know. Okay, wait. That's the beginning. It's like the first 2 weeks in June. You have some sort of reward, and this could be material coming your
Maybe
way.
Kenny has something working up for me.
He better.
Yeah. Could
Yeah,
be.
yeah, that one's like more like a reward for hard work and dedication. It's like you put in the time, and so you're being rewarded for that.
Yeah, I don't think I have like anything in my mind right now, but that would be a timeline of hopefully at least Kenny stuff. I'd say having something lined up for me.
What about, do you know anything in August?
Hmm. No, just that school starts.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it has anything to do with that. It's like the first 2 weeks of August are super abundant for you.
Ooh.
But this is like, I don't no, I don't think it would be school. It would be because it's what I'm looking at is Jupiter and Leo, trine your sun and your Jupiter. It would be something like creative, performance oriented, like what you do ultimately, like some sort of opportunity coming to you.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, I thought this year was I still feel like, the rest of the year is still ready to go. But like in terms from January up until now, or
I
like the
know.
or January has not
Hmm.
been good at all. At all.
Do you
I
feel like
tried
it's
to,
starting to break? Because you've been dealing with Saturn conjunct your sun, and that is a pain in the ass because Saturn in Aries is in detriment. It's not,
I would
it's like
say
being asked to work.
yes. I mean, I haven't had anything big happen since end of March, beginning of April. Or wait,
Hmm.
sometime, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's like last month was not,
Yeah, I was
it
in the
was
hospital for
dry.
5 days, in and out
Girl,
of.
what happened?
I have inflammatory bowel disease, but I took myself on a trip
Mm.
to Hawaii, and then of course then is when I start fucking dying in like like terrible pain.
Oh,
And so I was in and out of
no.
like ERs and ambulances, came back here, got hospitalized, and now I'm still kind of dealing with the medical stuff of that, but for right now I'm okay.
Was
But
was
yeah,
wait, when was that? When, like, what time period?
like the Hawaii and stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, I went on mm, well, when my stomach started hurting, I'd say that was somewhere around. Okay, no, actually, somewhere around like the middle of February, like February, like 18th through like mm, March something. Well, I'd say all of March because then my hamster died, so that wasn't fun. I came back home from the hospital. My dog immediately has a cluster seizure, and I have to take him to the ER after I just got out of the ER. Um, and then I get a hamster, and then 2 weeks later, my hamster dies. I come home, my hamster's dead.
I'm sorry.
So, meanwhile, I was just trying to, go on a trip and
Enjoy yourself.
forget about the recent ex. But actually, before I went on that trip or whatever, or there was a whole big deal. It's the last time I whatever with that person and another girl. It was insane. Yeah, it was pretty insane. Because I was actually going to fly to see him from Hawaii, but thank the lords, I guess the universe stopped that.
Well, it doesn't have to be so dramatic about it.
Yeah, right. Because then I would have been stuck in a house in Colorado with a girl who says she's gonna take a picture hooking up with him and send it to me.
Oh god. Well, it sounds like you live a life of adventure.
Oh yeah, you should. I just started seeing a therapist a year ago, and can only imagine.
Has it been good though? Have you like enjoyed the experience of like having somebody to talk to?
Yeah, I think sometimes I feel like it's you know an inconvenience, but then there are occasions, when life's just like where I'm just not in much of an emotional mood. It's just I'm a stressed out mood. But when I'm like really emotional, it's definitely, or if something happens that I can't tell anyone, it's nice to be able to tell someone and then I just kind of go off on rants. But I'd say for the past, like, I guess this month of May, I've been very like stressed and like little things have been whatever, but it's not stuff that like I feel like I have to talk about,
Hmm.
you know? Like nothing like emotional, it's just life.
So what
But
do you want me to tell you? Because you said you were looking for a reading, and I feel like I've just like bounced all over the
you're good. I'm taking in all the information. I don't know. I've just never had one. And I just feel like I'm such a uh complex thing
I
that
think you're an incredibly cool human to read.
yeah, I guess I just, I was just kind of interested in what you had insight on me about and just anything, I guess.
Here's a
Um,
good question for you, because this is something that I notice as a Jupiter and Aries person, and this is where like astrology is really helpful. Have you ever noticed that the more that you know about yourself, the more luck it brings you ultimately? Like your ability to understand you. Like you seem very self-aware. So
yeah.
that shows me that yes, this is true.
That's a good thing and a bad thing. um, yeah. I guess so. Like you're saying like the more like I
It's
like
like
I
it's like the more personality development you do, like I mean, it could work in the way that it like the more you understand yourself, the more you understand others.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say like for a long time like after my concussion, went through like a bad phase of like being really, really lost and confused. And I wouldn't say I made great decisions during that time at all. And then obviously coming out of it and with how I am now, I feel like I am not lost or confused. Like
Hmm.
I am pretty stern in who I am and like my beliefs and morals and values and stuff like that and what I don't want and sort
Hmm.
of ish what I want. And I feel like because now that I'm not confused at all, I um, do more action in getting things done or just things kind of fall into place better, but usually because of people.
Do you feel like this is like weird, but I don't know. When you were talking, I got this weird feeling that like maybe you needed that time to be confused so that you could like come out at the other side and like be ready to take action and like be ready to, I don't know, just
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard because like during that time also, of course, like I've always like been like, oh, I wish like that concussion never happened. That was like, it changed everything and blah blah blah. Like I never had these problems before and like the mental health stuff. And so like, of
yeah.
course I was always just like stuck in the past, but now I refuse to like anything that's in like the far past is just unchangeable. So I just don't even think about it. Like there's no point. And I don't think about the far future either. I only think about the near future. Because then I think
That's
about the
good.
far future, I go absolutely insane with anxiety and
Hmm.
can't function. So I only do near future and like just learn from the near past.
You
Um,
are like to live life in the moment. Like,
yeah,
did you used to think about the far future a lot, like when you were
yeah,
growing up? Yeah.
yeah, a
Because
lot.
that's a thing for you guys. Like Aquarius, North Nodes, it's like they're always like 10 steps into the future. And you still have that as an asset that you can tap into. Like when it comes to making moves, like you can still make moves with that future in mind. But yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, it drives me mad.
Just live
But
now.
But I definitely say, like, obviously, if all that didn't happen, I wouldn't be who I am today for sure.
Hmm.
Like, because all the stuff that has happened since that moment, even though it's been absolutely exhausting, like, it's because I'm the type of person who's always trying to change. I change like every 3 months, like, just something changes and improves, Like, I always try to be a better version of myself.
Hmm.
So, with all of that happening, it changed me a lot. But the biggest thing that changed me, like at least flipped me, was when my uncle died. He died. It was like my first like big loss, and I was in LA like by myself living there. And then like a week or two after, I like got in a car accident, like totaled my car, and then I just packed up everything and moved back home. Moved home with my mom, and then took a year off to like grieve, and then I moved here to take care of my aunt. But like that like flipped a switch in like my like moral moral code, I guess, or my values, I guess. I think more my values. Like what's priority to me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. My priorities like got fixed up real quick.
Do you do you experience like or do you have like PTSD because you have this like activation where like crazy things happen very quickly and suddenly. Like,
Yeah. I'm you can even say genetically I'm prone to PTSD
hmm.
because I had like a little brain test when after my concussion, and he said there's something that was like whatever that was some gene that was usually a sign of being more prone to experiencing like PTSD.
Just probably some crazy epigenetic thing where it's like it goes back like centuries and centuries to like some sort of ancestor somewhere.
Probably. I don't know how the Chinese go, but
Well, I'm sure there was like some sort of survival something that was going on.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the random fact, my daycare was in the World Trade Center, so my mom was dropping me off when the planes hit.
Oh my God.
Apparently, she didn't go to therapy herself, but she took me, and I built up towers with blocks and like knocked them down. And I was like 2 years old. But I don't
Yeah.
personally obviously remember. Like I can't be like, I remember that. But like it's probably subconsciously in there.
So yeah, you've always had like these crazy things. That's how it's interesting because you, in order to like make your way out of this madness, which I don't know how that would work with that situation, but you need
Yeah.
confidence. Like you need Leo energy, like your ability to be confident. Like it gets you out of the madness, especially if you're experiencing like anxiety. Like you said
Hmm.
about like the future, when you think about it, it gives you anxiety. Like stand in the confident energy and don't let it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I'm like the weirdest person. I could be like very confident, but then at the same time, if anything, at least like come off very confident. But then like I also know that like I'm pretty insecure person. But my insecurity isn't like I'm insecure because of other people. It's more just like the being like hard on myself thing. Like
That's exactly
everything
what
can
forces
be.
you to succeed, though, too. These T squares are in the charts of some of the most successful people because it creates this hyper focus for you on security based needs, on like what you can do to make things happen in the future.
Yeah, that's so funny because I was talking about something similar last night as well in my deprivation of sleep. And it was like about like, I was just said like I wouldn't like I mean, I know things happen, but like I would never be homeless or broke. Like
No,
that's just
because
not
you have
possible.
like this beast within you.
Like no matter what, like I'm gonna well, I'm it's just not gonna happen. And then even if I have
Mhm,
to rely on someone else, like then I ask someone else for help.
mhm.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of times if you do end up in that situation, it's because you don't have any sort of support system or anyone you can even ask for help, or you choose not
Mhm,
to. And I hate asking for help, but obviously I know I like it's logically makes sense to if I need it and I can't do it on my own. But
well, yeah, because you do like so much on your own, probably. And you, like I said, you gain a lot of luck from that. Like,
yeah, I just feel like I'd
you're
always
not the
just
kind of
figure it
person
out.
that needs
Like,
people. Yeah, like you don't need people really that much. Like maybe to bounce things off of, but like
mhm.
you're doing it. You're in the trenches.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, no, I could do anything I set my mind to, even if it's a physical like disadvantage. I used to, when I was like 10 years old, I would drag like these big IKEA boxes up 3 floors by myself because, of course, my mom didn't want to help me. And I was probably like 90, 80 pounds, just dragging them up. And then I would build them all by myself in the same night.
Oh,
Like big pieces of furniture, like beds with drawers and headboards
girl, I
and
can't even do that, and I'm
drawers in the
almost 40.
headboard. Like,
Like somebody else is putting that shit together for me. Like, no.
yeah. It's the like nowadays, like I can still do it, and sometimes I enjoy it. I do enjoy cleaning when I'm upset,
Yep, you're
but
totally a Virgo moon.
I was doing it yesterday or 2 days ago. I was like cleaning, like I started aggressively cleaning my car, and it was pouring rain. Like, but I was like, I have to because I'm very stressed out right now, and I'm upset, and it's just not like it's just a mess in here, and it really
It's
wasn't that messy.
neurotic. Like it's all, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I
No, they
hope.
literally my I was on stream and they took a screenshots of me cleaning and I look insane. I had crazy eyes with a car vacuum in my hands. I texted Kenny and I'm like, dude, I look insane right now, aggressively cleaning everything.
How do you feel afterwards?
um, relaxed.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Relaxed.
There
Go
are worse
from
things that you
insane to
could do.
relaxed. Yeah. Like, oh, I feel better now. I feel good. Like everything feels more in place. Like I did
Mhm.
something.
So, how do you feel about the fact that your birthday was probably March 30th or the 31st?
Yeah, so it's
I
like
think
the
you should
time frame of
celebrate.
that. Like it's like it would like a week before or or just like a couple days before.
It's a couple days before.
Oh. Honestly, I wouldn't say I'm very happy about it because I always give shit on March Aries. I say that they're all the ones that I've
They
met
are. Yep,
are
they
are
are.
are they're similar, but they lack balance. They're pretty just crazy in the
Mhm.
intensity.
I
And I
love
feel like
Aries.
I think I have some balance. So I was like kind of happy I made the April cut. But So
Well, I
I
think
don't
that
need
you
to
should just
tell
celebrate.
anyone. Yeah.
Like, you should just celebrate both birthdays now.
As long as it's not April 1st.
Right? Oh my God, I know. I have a client that's April 1st, and I was like asking her.
Really?
I'm like,
I've
yeah.
never met anyone. I just figure people like refuse.
That's probably a crappy one because it's like you
Yeah.
tell people it's your
And they'll be
birthday,
like,
and they're like,
"Are you're
April
joking,
Fools.
right?" Like,
Oh God.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess would you have any guesses on like around like a time range of when I'd be born?
It's weird that you're saying that, but I kept getting this. Okay, because you talked about Leos and potentially like relationship oriented stuff, and I kept getting this like weird feeling that you could be an Aquarius ascendant.
Hmm.
This was like yesterday I was thinking about this. I hear keywords, it's like a neurodivergent, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
curse.
No, yeah, it's
But
fine.
like, and so I think like, I don't know, I think you could be an Aquarius ascendant.
Yeah, I have a history with Leos. Like the first ex was an August Leo, and then there's been a lot of other occasions where like I don't know what they are, but like I have this like this like sexual draw to them, and like
But it's
it's fun.
probably like fuck or fight because you square
Yeah,
them, probably your Mars would. So it's like I
yeah,
either want to fight you or fuck you.
yeah. No, yeah. So it's a love hate, you know. Um,
Hmm.
like we get along, like we think, whatever, but we clash in like other ways. But then I always end up finding out like that their birthday is like August something. But I would definitely say like I have met people who are August Leos that I'm not don't feel that way about, but it's more like when I meet someone who I do, they usually have like very frequently have been an August Leo. So I always give them shit.
Interesting. Well,
Or one
it's
other guy was also an Aries.
how did that work? Because two Aries together, it's like us against the world or us fighting each other.
Yeah, I mean we weren't dating. We were like a summer fling with uh a lot of sexual tension, but I highly doubt we'd work as like anything more than that. It's like just a
If you
pull.
are an Aquarius ascendant, that would put your North Node in your seventh house, and that would like make your purpose ultimately relationships.
Mm.
And I don't know,
My
like,
purpose, well, in terms of what I've decided my purpose in life is to literally live,
mhm,
like
in the
do
in the moment.
like like if I want, if I always want to do this or that, like I'm crossing so much stuff off my bucket list and I'm not waiting.
Mhm,
And I feel like if I'm not doing that and saying like yes and just being a down person for experiencing what and what and what, or even getting out of my comfort zone, then like what's the point? Why would I be like all bored and like stuck
mhm.
and
I
want
was just
something
talking
like
about
not
this.
unique?
Uh-huh. Yeah. We're here to live, right? Like we're
Yeah.
all, I do like, believe in reincarnation and stuff like that. I work with a hypnotherapist, but like my mindset is like for all we know, like this is our only chance. So like we
Hmm.
gotta fucking live it up.
No, like I mean, yeah, you might as well. Like otherwise, like yeah, we never asked to be born, and we can't necessarily just like we never really got a choice. So I feel like why would you? I just don't think what's the point of living if you're miserable? A lot of people
Hmm.
live and they're absolutely miserable and they have no goals or ways to want to change it and they're stuck. They just talk or whatever or complain. And at that point, honestly, I just like then what's the point?
And they have
Why
no
would I do
conscious
stuff that I don't
awareness. Like,
enjoy? Why
yeah.
be alive at that point? Like really? Like I genuinely like would love an answer. Why?
Hmm.
Like I cannot see an actual like valid reason to be just living unhappy
Mm-mm.
and not wanting to
I,
change it.
I agree completely with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because then what's your purpose? I guess you're just stuck. Like, I mean, I guess if you have kids and stuff, that's your purpose. But if you're not happy with your kids, then is
Do
it
you
really your
want
purpose?
kids? Do you want kids? Can I ask that?
No, so I have always said that I don't think I want kids. since I was
Hmm.
even young. And everyone always says, "Oh, you're just young. The older you get, like you're gonna feel different." The older I get, the more I feel certain about it. But if I do have kids, I want two twin boys. But I'm also willing to compromise. I really, really, really don't want to give birth.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know
don't
it's not fun.
find purpose. I feel like I'm just very small and I don't really want to like
Mhm.
do anything to my body. And like, and I also just don't really care to be 9 months pregnant. It's 9 months of me. Like,
You're
no.
like preaching to me right now. I hate being pregnant, and people love it. People
I
love it, but
love
like I was not that
animals.
woman.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love animals. So, but if I was like super in love with someone, and I've already like I know like I do have that natural kind of I feel like tendency of like when I'm with someone I really really like put a baby in me, you know?
Hmm.
But like that's just like in that moment, you know? But like logically my brain like I've always said like I don't want my own kids. I would compromise like with adopting because I feel like one adopting an adopted kid adopting is very meaningful, but I also feel like that's like purpose, you know, of that's you're saving. I would only adopt like a baby though. I wouldn't adopt like a grown kid. I
Which
don't.
that would be
Yeah,
hard. Yeah.
yeah. I would, you know, because but I feel like that is like so many people just abandoning babies and kids and or giving them a bad life or whatever, whatever. So I feel like I could save somebody who needs to be saved that's already born, then bring more life into the world and they're still.
I love that. Well, the reason why I asked you that is that, like, it can go different ways. Like, you might within this lifetime be here to experience joy and childlike energy yourself, or it can go the way that you children are incredibly fated for you.
Yeah,
They are.
my other
Mhm.
thing is I'm terrified of it.
I know.
If I love my dog, and I got him during when like COVID, like right before COVID, December before COVID. And so we were quarantined together and he also is like exactly what I needed at the time of my that depression. And um he was chaotic, a mess, but he forced me. I had to get out of bed to clean up his chaos. So and I love him with every ounce of my body. He has epilepsy. We're both a mess.
Oh,
We are two peas in a pod. Like everything that I am, he is the same thing. Like it's
what
actually
is his zodiac sign?
he's October 8th,
So he's a Libra.
2019.
Oh my God, I could totally look at this.
I can call him over too. Hey, Soy, Soy, come here, come here. I love him in a bits. I have three gerbils. I just recently impulsively got them. And come here.
Oh,
Soy, come
hi,
here.
puppy.
Come here. Come here. Come on my lap. Come on. Come here. Um, but yeah, I love him with everything. And if I love, like, I would, without a hesitation, run in front of a car if it meant
Wait,
saving
I
his
have to
life.
ask you. Okay, hold on. I've literally read pets before. I had a client that used to come to me to schedule all of her dog's appointments. I'm not even kidding. Is he was he a rescue dog?
I feel like I rescued him because I got him off of
Yeah.
Craigslist in the middle of Kentucky. I drove like 2, 3 hours and
Oh.
he was completely malnourished and like had a bump on his body. He was being fed $4 packaged food from Walmart that's like for like it's gooey and gummy. And he was an
Ew.
8 week old puppy. And he had like like a dollar collar and that's about it.
Yeah, because this was like showing me him coming from like a place that was like really hard. Like he came from somewhere really hard, but like he's here to be like loved, like emotionally. Like he's here to be emotionally
I would believe
supported.
that. I would totally believe that because it's like I looked at so many places. I looked at shelters. I looked at everything, and I was like, and then I see his picture, and something just instantly in me was like, that's the one. Like
That's
literally, I was like,
exactly how I felt with my dog.
he's not even the breed that he was supposed to be, and he's also the breeds that I never wanted. I was
What is
avoiding
he?
Beagle, Basset Hound, Chihuahua, Pitbull.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
He was supposed to be Australian Shepherd Beagle.
Hmm.
which is obviously not what I got. But I just saw his picture and I don't know what it was. I was like, this, like, I don't care what I have. I locked in. I was getting his emotional support and like letter. Like I worked on that. I literally was about to sue my landlord for rejecting it and not, and I literally was going to win because
I
I,
knew that you were going to say that. I kept hearing that he was an emotional support dog.
yeah, he is my most important. Now I'm his. With he has more anxiety than me, maybe, or at the same.
But that's like exactly what he's here for, is to like move towards feeling literally emotionally supported as a Cancer North Pole. So you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's just so crazy. Like he loves food. He never gets full. That's just like me. He has anxiety. He has, when he loves someone, he has like clingy issues and like attachment issues and uh yeah, I don't know, just other ways too. I mean, he takes medication uh for neurological stuff 3 times a day. I take medication 3 times a day for neurological or psychological stuff.
Oh,
Uh
I
yeah.
love it though.
He has that crackhead energy, but he can also be pretty calm.
He's like super airy. Like he's very, it's funny to say this about a dog, but he's like very mental. He's very mental. He's in his head a lot.
He is very like a human like. I'm like I don't know, it's so odd. But yeah, but I love animals like, and if I love him that much, I can't imagine if like I had a kid. Like I would probably like just be in constant, I definitely would never be a strict mother, but like but because of that, I would be like in constant anxiety. It would probably
Uh-huh.
like
Oh,
destroy
yeah.
me of loving something that much. So
Yeah.
really I would just love like traveling, having a husband I love, traveling and having a farm of rescuing wildlife of all kinds, minus
That's the
reptiles and
dream.
birds.
I agree.
Like
Send me out to the farm. I
like
want to get away from this place.
I just think there's such animal, well, not just think, they are. Animals are just the pure, innocent, like remain like, unchanged in behaviors and they don't have a voice of their own and they're treated badly and I just feel like that's like also more meaningful, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and I also just feel like this world's about to blow up. So I don't
Hmm.
know if I want to force a kid that doesn't have to be born to deal
I
with
think a
that.
lot of young people feel that way, and I don't blame you guys. Like, I feel like my generation, Kenny's generation, is like the last ones to like
Really?
maybe get.
Honestly,
No, no, no,
you
no.
know who's going to be keeping the rest alive? It's going to be the South, like,
Really?
oh yeah, they just love popping out kids and getting pregnant in high school.
Oh, you're right. Yes, absolutely. No, yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
but
our
that's the
generation is
religion
like,
thing. But if you go into like big cities and stuff, or really anywhere else, then yeah, I definitely say less kids than normal. And
you might be right. Our generation might be the last to like really reproduce a lot. That actually might be true.
yeah, because like everybody I could think of that has kids right now is all from when I went to school in like Tennessee and Kentucky.
Hmm.
Everyone that
I
I
lived in
know, and
Tennessee. I loved Tennessee. I was in
I'm going to
Clarksville.
Nashville at,
Oh, I love Nashville.
wait a second. I
Dun
got
dun
my
dun.
dates wrong. You asked me about June, right? The first.
Hmm.
Shakira's July 1st. June
Interesting.
4th through the 8th, I'm driving to Atlanta to see family and then driving to Nashville and gonna go to CMA Fest and just see like what my old high school and cities from high school look like.
Are
I'm
you
driving.
streaming during that time?
Uh, I'm gonna stream, whenever I have the chance to, yeah. Because I'm going by myself.
Well,
And I'm
maybe
gonna
that
see like
would
an
be
old high school
really
friend
good.
too.
I bet that that would draw like a lot of like views ultimately, because you have that like rewarding energy coming in around them.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. And then my mom's coming on the, oh yeah, I have to book her flight. My mom's coming on the 6th to surprise my aunt for her birthday because I told my mom that, like my aunt's very upset with her. And my
Well,
mom's not
that's
happy
interesting.
because
It's a bunch of like
she only
family.
assumes that she's being taken off the will, and I can't lie to her.
So
Yeah.
she has to come and rectify that.
But I'm not gonna tell her that. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. But she still should anyway for her conscience. That's her sister, you know. But
Hilarious.
what are you doing, Soy? Wait, where are you in
Okay.
the world?
I am in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Wait, what time zone is that?
It's Eastern.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this was insightful. I'll have to
Yeah,
let
it
you know.
was.
I have June and August in my
Yeah, please
minds.
tell me because I like to hear when things, and I want to kind of look for you still. Like I might text you and tell you some dates.
Yeah, go for it.
Now that I have a good feeling, like I really feel strongly that you are a Virgo moon. So I have like
Yeah.
a better predictive model to go off of.
Yeah, I'm honestly like the way I am is I'm not religious, I'm not political, and I wouldn't say I believe in like astrology and stuff, but because I'm like a very moderate in everything I do, like I'm agnostic, like I don't believe that just like it's a no or a yes. I don't believe
Hmm.
Republicans and Democrats are just right or just wrong. They're both right
Oh,
and
I
wrong.
1000% with you on that.
Yeah, and so I'm like the same way with like I'm very, like religion, like I'm open-minded, like and
Hmm.
so like I like behaviors and patterns. So it's like would like, I guess like I think it's like very interesting when I see like such true coincidences with stuff like this, uh that are
When
like
it
just
comes
so
to
spot
astrology,
on.
yeah. Well, so for me, it's like neurodivergent people in general, we have pattern recognition, right? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what makes a really good astrologer is somebody who can see the patterns. But it's like it's divination in a large part. That's why I wasn't even really worried about like I mean I was a little bit worried because I like to have like things precise, but I knew that I could read you regardless
Mhm.
based on what I did have
Yeah. Well,
ultimately.
that's another thing that factors into it for me of like, not taking much of what other people say too seriously. Like when they're like, just friends, like talking from an
Have
app.
people told you crazy stuff about like have you ever had anybody tell you about like your astrology stuff?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, good.
Nope. I did a podcast for numerology, but I
Hmm.
don't believe in that. And he was
I'm
kind of off.
about stuff.
Yeah.
You have a chart that like you could because of the Aquarius energy, which again, I know this is all theoretical for you, but like from where I stand, the Aquarius energy, like astrology, you would be able to see patterns with it
Hmm.
ultimately. Like you just
Yeah.
have this instinct for that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've ever known was just April 2nd, April Aries. That's kind of all I've ever really thought I could know. Um, and
Well,
I
you
feel
have
like,
some really good shit coming. And so when it comes, I hope that I make a believer out of you.
yes, no, it would be, yes, yes, yes. Because I've never had anybody like go into detail. Only thing I've ever done with like astrology and stuff like that is just look it up myself.
Hmm.
Or look at me, like me and a Leo or this and this, and
Well, because
compare like,
Leo and Aries normally do well together because you guys can trine each other. But you have other it's tough. See, this is why it's all because you have Mars and Scorpio. So like you would love them, but you would want to kill them at the same time.
yeah. Oh. But yes, I'll definitely keep in mind, June and August, see what comes. I'll try to think positively.
Okay.
It's easier
You're
for
so
me,
cute.
ironically, to trust like something you say is gonna happen than me. Like if I'm like,
Well,
you
you
know
know what I'm
what,
going to
next
do?
week's gonna be good for me, I'm not gonna believe it.
I'm going to calculate that out more precisely and send you a text with some dates so that you
Okay.
can test the theory yourself. Please do
Yeah.
it and tell me if anything good happens. Because Kenny was the exact same way with me, and I was like,
Really?
"Good shit is coming, dude." And then he's like, "How did you know that?"
No, that would be
He
that
was
would be
so
awesome.
cute.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, But yeah, feel free to text me whenever if you think of me or whatnot.
It was so nice meeting you. Thank you so much. I'm going to
Yes.
turn.
All
I'm
right.
gonna wait. How do I just want to turn this up because I want to say something to you really quick.
Um. Yeah, I
There
don't
we go.
know.
Recording stopped.
Okay, I want this recording. Can I have
Yeah,
it? Can I put
yeah.
it? Okay, I can put it on my business page. Do you have a Facebook? Can I tag you?
I just made one.
Okay.
It
I
has
will try
nothing
to
on
find
it.
it.
Yeah, it's just my name. If you type in my name, it should come up. Like I have a page, and then I think the other one is I'll send it to you.
I was wondering, like, about like if because you, I mean, you said they're going to pay you $1,000 minimum. Like, I wonder if some
Yeah,
of this
so I
shit.
got that thing, but I think because I
Oh,
changed my Facebook, because I had to change because I had the other Facebook and I didn't want that one on my Instagram. I think it like messed it up. So now I think I have to wait for it to get.
no.
But I do still have a thing that says $300, but something keeps giving me an error.
Well, because whatever that like money shit is, like it could have to do with you streaming. It could have to do with you being like on camera live, which I know that's what you do. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Yeah.
it would be like a boom of like viewers or something like that
Yeah.
around those time periods.
Yeah, well, that would be nice. I
Hmm.
know like, in terms of Kenny, he's been trying to work out a big sponsorship deal.
He's such a good dude. I love him to death.
Yeah, I feel like meeting him was like kind of in a sense like lucky or supposed to happen
Because you guys both have Jupiter conjunct, like you guys
cuz
both benefit
I met
so.
him solely because a contract that was sent to me was not supposed to be sent to me and I refused to sign it. And so somebody put me on and connected me to have a conversation with him just to like ask like about it because like they wanted me to sign something and I was like, oh, I'm not signing that. And so then we just got to talking and whatever the original plan was went out the window and now I'm just like working with him.
I love him because he's such a tough guy. Like he's so strong and he's so confident and it's all earned for one thing. But
Yeah.
like he's the biggest gummy bear. Like he's
Yeah,
a heart of
yeah.
gold.
No, for sure. I get those vibes. He did like a whole like numerology astrology thing on us and it was actually pretty spot on.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to go
Yeah,
to
no, thank
sleep.
you. No, yeah, I hope you have a great night. Thanks for doing this
It was,
so last minute and late.
yeah, it was so nice meeting you.
Yeah, all right, good night.
Good night.
All right, Chaz, anybody there? Hello? Hi. That was interesting. What did you guys think? Uh, ow, owies. What did you think? Ow. I mean, you know, she was pretty spot on, I'd say. You didn't like it? Wait, let me get rid of that thing. I can't believe my mouse doesn't work anymore. My new mouse,